several months, since probably end of April, I think it was, or maybe the first week or so of May. I've been at the cabin doing a lot of work here. It needed some love. It hasn't had any real attention for several years. And some of the focus of the channel has switched somewhat from from bush to homestead cabin type material. And one of the reasons I named this Hunt Shack Wilderness Experience is because there's a lot more to living in an area like this than just hunting or fishing. That's certainly the enjoyable part, but that's only a small percentage of what life is really like. And this isn't a weekend thing for me. I live here. This is full time. So let's talk just a little bit today about the direction that I think we're going to end up going here. It's difficult, and one of the reasons, in fact, actually the main reason that there haven't been as many videos in the last several months is because this is an off-grid cabin. Now I do have a generator and I have a small solar system for charging cameras and cell phones and so on. But the big problem is that I have very, very unreliable cell phone service here. So as far as uploading any videos, that's just not an option. So whenever I can edit them here on the computer because I don't need internet for that, of course. But when I want to upload anything, I have to drive into the town and sit for a couple of hours where I can get Wi-Fi hookup and sit there while it uploads my videos. And because it's so much of an awkward thing to make these videos now, and any of you who make any of these videos know that it's a very time-consuming thing. You know, you may post, for any of you who don't do it, you know, for every 20-minute video that's posted, there's hours spread out over days that put that video together. You know, there may be 2 hours or 3 hours of actual video. You know, you take a picture or you take a short clip, then you have to stop, move the camera, get a different angle, finish that clip, do it again and again and again each time you change, you know, whatever you're doing. The other alternative is to put the video on and let it run and go from area to area and do what you have to do, but then you've got to sit and cut out all the dead space in between when you're doing the editing. So either way, it's not a fast thing, and you know, if you're not going to do it nice, then kind of, you know, what's the point? So what this all brings me to is that I very seriously considered not making videos anymore, or at least not for a long time, because it's just a lot of effort and a lot of time, and now it's a lot of traveling in addition to all that just to be able to load these videos. So it's sort of something that I was debating on whether to give it up, and I don't really want to do that, but there just really wasn't a very practical solution. There really still isn't a very practical solution, so I'm still battling with the access to internet. That's not going to go away anytime soon. That I've decided to continue on and continue to try to put something out here, but we're going to do it on a little bit of a different theme, a little bit also. I don't know, I'm going to try, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one out every week as I had been in the past. What we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is stay here at the cabin. I've been here all summer, so I've been here about 3 months, since I said the end of April or first week of May. And I'm going to stay here for the whole winter. So basically a year at the cabin. And you've already seen what videos have come out of this in my gardening videos, planting and vegetables and heirloom and some of the other stuff that I put on. So that's, even though that wasn't really shot as part of a series basically, they will still fill in the early part of this year at the cabin type thing. So what we're going to do is sort of a day in the life of living at the cabin, only it's going to be repeated over and over again because during the course of the winter there's going to be a lot of different activities and different things done that, you know, wouldn't be done just on an average day, because there aren't any average days in the northern winter here. Also, I'm going to touch a little bit more on a lot of the other aspects that are part of living in the north and in the bush, and the skills and the knowledge that you really need to have. Timber, careful. He's going to knock the camera over. That you really need to have. You know, we've talked about this before. You know, that it's about knowledge and skills. And it really is. And, you know, there's 1,000 little things that don't seem like they maybe have anything to do with it, but they're all part of life anywhere, but certainly life in a remote area like this where, you know, we have little access to conveniences, whether it's even 26 miles to go shopping to the nearest town for any groceries, to even greater distances for anything else. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to give it a try. So I guess this is the introduction to life at the cabin for a year. This is the burner out of that 2-burner stove that I've been taking apart here. And I got this at, actually I think I got this at the landfill site. Somebody had thrown it away. But look at this thing. Look at the mass of this thing. And look at it there. I don't know if I'm too close to get focus. This is cast iron. And look, this thing must weigh a pound. Like, look at this. They don't make this stuff like this anymore. And when you look at the new ones, you know, that might be stainless steel, if it is, but it's paper thin. And it's just got a whole lot of little holes perforated in it. You know, this is going to burn out over a period of time. Now, these things work pretty good. There's no question about that. I'm sure, you know, good grief, there's, you know, millions of them out there. But this thing would last forever if it was kept decent. So I'm going to restore this, and it was free. You know, what do you want for nothing kind of thing. But I'm going to go and restore this. And the whole point is that you really kind of need to keep your eye open for some of these things, because they don't make this kind of quality anymore, unfortunately. And these things, to me personally, are like gold. You know, there's no reason not to restore this. It's not really even all that much work. It very probably would work as it is if I really, you know, if I needed to try it as it is. But I'm going to disassemble the whole thing. I've taken all the bottom off it and everything. And we're going to bring this baby back to life. And part of that is, well, I'll show, you know, bits and pieces of that all along on the video clips here. But that's a big part of just, you know, being self-sufficient anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. You know, look for these things. There's opportunities everywhere, and all you have to do is recognize them and then put a bit of effort into it. And often as not, you'll get a good product. And when you find old ones like this that are made this quality, you're going to get a far superior product when you're done. So that carries us on to basically saying goodbye for today. I'm going to start working on this Year at the Cabin series, more specifically with that in mind. And that will include just about everything that goes into living in the wilderness. Everything from hunting, fishing, ice fishing, and you know, cutting wood and growing vegetables and heirloom, and you name it, it's going to be there to the best of my ability, and as frequently as I can. As I said, I'm going to try to go with the once a week, but honestly, I don't know that that's going to happen, simply because I just don't know how I'm going to get the uploads done. But certainly it'll be at least every other week, and we'll see what we can do. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy yourself. I hope you're interested in what's coming up, and we'll see you down the trail.